In this video, I'm going to show you how we can graph basically a line when we're given just the slope and the y-intercept. So I have two problems here, and I picked two to help illustrate how our lines can look different based on just our slope. So in the first problem, we have a slope of 1/3 and a y-intercept of -3. So for the slope, we have to think about what does this mean if it's 1/3. Remember, slope is rise over run. So if it's 1/3, that means we will rise one spot or one step and then run 3. And notice they're both positive. So that means for the rise we will go up, and for the run we will go to the right since they're both positive. The y-intercept is -3. But if we write it as a point, because remember intercepts are points, it would be 0, -3. We now have the three main pieces of information that we need to go ahead and graph. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put our coordinate plane here. Just go ahead and draw it. I'm drawing it a little bit narrow here. Let me go ahead and fix that first. Okay, so in order to do this, they give us the y-intercept for a reason. This is our starting point. So we can go ahead and plot this. Now I'm going to make this so my y and my x-axis are both going by ones. These are both going by ones. So to plot my y-intercept, I'm going to go down to -3. So 1, 2, 3. So here's my y-intercept right here. So now what this says is for my next point, it says to go up one step and then to the right 3, starting here. So I'm going to go up 1 and now to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. Here is my next point. If I want to, I can do another one. Go up 1 and to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. I really only need 2 points for this to work, but I went ahead and did more than that. That's okay. So now, since it's a nice straight line, I know that I did something correct. Now, look at our slope. This is another way we can check ourselves. See how our slope's positive? That means our line needs to increase or rise as we go from left to right. And as you notice, if we go left to right, our line does increase. Therefore, we must have did something correctly. We did it correct. So let's go ahead and move on to the next problem now. This problem is much different. If you notice, our slope of -2 is not a fraction, but that's okay. We can write it as a fraction. Remember, any whole number can just be written as a fraction if we just put a 1 under it. Knowing this now, what is our rise? It is a -2. That means we're actually going to go down 2 spots. And our run in this case is a +1, so we're going to go to the right 1. And again, our y-intercept is just +2, but again, y-intercepts are actually points, so we can write this as 0, 2. We now have the information we need, so we can go ahead and graph this. So let's go ahead and draw our coordinate plane here. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, just like before, is to plot my y-intercept, because remember, that is our starting point. And again, I'm going to go by ones for both my x and my y. So my y-intercept this time is 0, 2. So it's up on +2, which is right here. So now what I'm going to do is follow what my slope tells me. So starting here at my y-intercept, I'm going to go down 2 and then to the right 1. So I'm going to go down 2 and to the right 1. Here's my next point. I'm going to go ahead and do it again. So I'm going to go down 2 and to the right 1. So let's go ahead and actually graph this, and if you can see, it will be a nice straight line, which will be right about there. Now if you notice the slope this time, this is another way we can check our answer. See how our slope's negative? That means our line is going to be falling as we go from left to right. And as you can see, this line does fall. Therefore, we must have done something correctly. So this is how we graph using a slope and a y-intercept.